Hi yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome to my yoga time. Today's yoga flow is focusing on the whole body, and I'll have 2 blocks close by for this practice. So when you're ready, come onto all fours into tabletop, positioning those knees underneath the hips and extend the arms in front. Keep the elbows lifted, forehead touching down to the mat or to the block if you need. Let's lift the palms up off the mat so just the fingertips are gripping into the mat. Gently squeeze those shoulders towards the hips. Position the tip of the tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. And try to keep the tongue in this position throughout the entire class. The jaw is soft. You might even feel a tone in the back of the throat for Ujjayi breath. From here, let's bring the elbows a little closer, ground the elbows down into the mat, bring the hands to prayer above the head. Almost feel like you're gently squeezing those elbows back towards the knees. Inhale and pause. And exhaling very slowly when you need to. Feel the breath creating space in the upper back. You might like to take this moment to set your intention for your practice. Just one word if you can. Something you'd like to invite into your body, your mind, your day. Your intention could be compassion, patience, love. Take one more breath and inhale your intention. And let's lower those hands down now, lifting up into tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders. Raise the right leg behind you, toes pointing down. And then take the right leg over to the left. Look over your shoulder. Press into the pads of the fingers and the heel. Try and round the upper back here. Breathing down the right side waist. So let's look to create space in the body with the breath. So if you're overstretching, if you're overstraining, that won't happen. So be careful not to go to your edge. Let's inhale and raise the right leg and then take it all the way out to your right side. I'll spin around so you can see. So right leg is out to the right, walk your hands to the left. Now of course you could use a block under your left hand here if you need to. And take that right arm up and overhead, let's look down. So bring your left shoulder back away from the ear, but it's okay to hunch your right shoulder up near the ear. We're trying to lengthen that right side waist. Any concerns with your left knee, you might choose to stay here, otherwise we'll take a flow, inhale. As you exhale, take a seat. Sweep the arm in front of the body towards the foot. Inhale to come back up. And exhale to flow. Last one. And this time as you exhale, return both hands to the mat and bring that right foot in. Changing sides, extend the left leg behind you, take it over to the right, toes tucking under. Looking over the shoulder, pressing into the pads of the fingers, the hip and the heel. Upper back is rounding. Well done. Take the left leg out to the left, walk your hands over to the right, coming into your gate pose. Option to stay here, otherwise prepare to flow. Inhale. And follow your exhalation, take a seat. Next time you exhale, returning to your tabletop position. Align those middle fingers underneath your shoulders, curl your toes under. Inhale into your back bend, exhale to round. Once again, inhale into your back bend. Exhale and round the upper back and shoulders. Keep that roundedness as you take hips up and back, downward facing dog. Holding here as you inhale. And with control, exhale, knees to the mat. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale to round shoulders, push hips back. Send the chest towards the thighs. Exhale, knees to the mat. One more flow. This time we'll hold our downward facing dog. So option is stay as you are, otherwise we'll take a little twist. Some of you might like to walk the hands back a touch or even take the feet a little bit wider. Right hand's going to take a hold of the left leg, so you might be near the knee or maybe the calf. Look under your left shoulder. Try to keep those hips square. Let's release and change sides. Swing the hips a little to the left to keep them square. And release, well done. Let's walk those feet up towards the hands. Once you get there, taking ragdoll, so feet hip width apart, knees bending, let the body hang, hold the elbows. And in just a moment, we're going to lift up halfway, and as we do, engage your core. So what I'd like you to do is squeeze your heels in, firm the lower belly. Ladies might lift pelvic floor, gents perineum muscle. And as you inhale, come halfway up, spine parallel to the floor. Hold for as long as you comfortably can. Then when you exhale, ha out the breath. Let it be audible as you fall forward. 3 more. Squeeze the heels in, firm the lower belly, halfway up. Release those elbows, bend in the knees, and roll all the way up to standing. Once you've come upright, let's bring those blocks over. Take them to the high side. And then as you stand at the top of your mat, bring the hands to prayer. Push the palms together, feel the armpits firm. Weight into the right leg, raise the left knee as high as you can. Inhale. As you exhale, find warrior 3. Keep the hands at the heart center. Keep pressing the palms, feel the armpits firm. Draw the shoulders down to the hips and tuck the tailbone under. Inhale. As you exhale, high lunge, bend the right knee, lower left foot down. Let's bring the arms up. So bend your left knee, stretch the mat with your feet. Tuck the tailbone under. Right hand takes the left wrist. Lift up out of the side waist and look down past your right hip. Spacious breath down the left side of the body. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, begin to straighten your right leg. Bring your hands to the blocks. So left heel will stay lifted. So throughout this flow, be sure to continue to stretch the mat with your feet. It will protect your back and your hips. So bending in the right knee, inhale, arms up. As you exhale, fall forward, hands to the blocks. Find your preferred height. When you do touch the blocks, push the palms down and forward. Then bending in the right knee, inhale to come up. Staying down this time. Bend the right knee, left knee to the mat, coming into half pyramid pose. So feel free to keep the blocks if you need them, otherwise fingertips to the floor. Keep the heart lifted, chin lift, throat forward. Try to drag the hands back and the right heel. If you'd like to go deeper into the hamstring, try and lift the tailbone. Check the position of your tongue. Well done, bending the right knee. Stepping back into plank. Option to pop those knees down onto the mat. Otherwise hold your plank. Let's bring the body forward. Push the upper back up to the ceiling, make sure it's rounded. Squeeze the elbows in, avoid collapsing the shoulders. Let's come all the way down to the mat. Turn the feet over. Tailbone tucks. And as you inhale, lift the chest and the legs. Try and squeeze the elbows back and pull the hands back. Exhale to lower, forehead and feet touch down. As you lower down this time, turn your head to one side, let the palms face the ceiling, take rest. And lifting the head, hands underneath the shoulders. Push down through the feet, inhale, baby cobra. Move via the knees to plank, around the upper back. Push back, downward facing dog. Let's step those feet up to the top of the mat. Have your blocks close by once again. Inhale halfway up, option to keep the hands on the blocks or extend the arms out in front a little stronger. Exhale to fold. Reverse swan dive, coming all the way up. Hands to the heart. Palms press, armpits firm, weight into the left leg. Lift the right knee. Tilt the body forward, warrior three. High lunge. Stretch the mat with your feet, bend the right knee, tuck the tailbone. Left hand takes the right wrist, lift up, lean over. Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the blocks. Push the palms down and forward, round the upper back. Keep the back heel lifted. Keep pressing those feet away from one another as you begin to flow. Left knee bends, inhalation brings the arms up. Exhalation folds forward. Well done, right knee to the mat, coming into your half pyramid pose now. Left toes point to the ceiling. And walk those hands forward, come into your lunge. Step it back into your plank. Exhale to lower all the way down to the mat. Coming into your locust pose now, turn the feet over, hands next to the body. Tailbone tucks, inhale and float the chest and the legs. Steady the breath. Check the position of the tongue. And when you're ready, exhale, lower down. Once again, turn the head to one side, take rest. Coming back to center, hands under shoulders, pushing down through the feet. Baby cobra as you inhale. Move via the knees to plank, round the upper back, push back, downward facing dog. Step those feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway, option to bring the arms with you or keep the fingertips on the floor. Exhale to fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to the heart. Weight into the right leg once again, raise the left knee. Step it back, warrior two. So only here, just briefly, do have that back foot on a slight angle so it's not quite parallel to the short side of the mat. Right heel intercepts the arch on the left foot. Let's straighten the right leg, lean the body forward, triangle pose. Option to hold onto the leg or place the hand on the block, or you can always bring the back of the palm to the inside of the leg. So let's all start with our drishti down. Press those feet away from one another. Right heel turns in a little, left heel turns out. Tailbone tucks under. Then ever so slightly turn your right shoulder in and begin to spiral your heart and navel towards the ceiling. Option to keep your drishti on your big toe or take it to your thumb. Think of this as an open twist. And left hand to the hip. Option to take your block with you here, stepping into your half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. So if you don't need the block, you can always bring your fingertips to the floor. If you're feeling stable, float left arm up. To help with your stability, try to drag your right hand towards your right foot, tailbone tucks. Inhale. And as you exhale, square the hips and the shoulders. Place your left foot to the outside of your right, so your pinky toes are next to each other. Now your front leg's your right leg, it will bend. Back leg is straight, but pull up that kneecap. Make sure the quad's engaged. Feel free to take the hands to the block if you need. Option is stay in the center, a little deeper if you walk your hands over to the right. And coming back to center, uncrossing those legs. Feet hip width apart. Inhale halfway. Option to keep fingertips on the floor or reach the arms up in front. Exhale to fold. Reverse swan dive. Weight into the left leg, raise the right. Step it back, warrior two. Take a moment to check your alignment. And then taking hips back, leaning forward, triangle pose. Preparing for your balance, right hand to hip, either with or without your block. Place your left hand on the floor in front of the left foot. Raise the right leg. Float right arm up if you're feeling stable. Inhale. As you exhale, square the hips and place the right foot to the outside of the left. Either keeping hands in the center or walking them over to the left a little deeper. And return to center, uncross those legs. Inhale, half lift. Either keep fingertips on the mat or arms out in front. Exhale to fold. Let's have a block just close by while we're down here for the next sequence. And then when you're ready, reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands to the heart. So weight into the right leg, keep pressing those palms together. Raise the left. One-legged chair, externally rotate left knee and hip. Bring the ankle to the right knee. Sitting down as low as you can comfortably go. Inhale to come up. Place the left foot behind you just about a meter away. Back foot on a 45-degree angle. Stretch the mat with your feet. Micro bend the right knee. Right hand to the hip, left arm up. As you exhale, fold forward, stop halfway. Tuck in your chin. Keep pressing those feet away from one another. Inhale. As you exhale, folding down. So you might like to take the block here to the inside of the foot is option 1. Option 2, take your hand on top of the foot. Keep guiding the right hip back with your right hand. Right heel can turn in, left heel can turn out. Press the feet away from one another, either staying here or turn your left shoulder in so that your chest spirals to the right. Option to float right arm up. Make sure you can breathe. Inhale and exhale, lower down. So stepping back into a lunge, option to hold here if you have any concerns with wrists and shoulders. Otherwise, for a back bend, take your right foot back, cross it in front of the left. Raise your left hand as you pivot the feet, coming into wild thing. So turning the body over, pushing the hips up. Well done. Let's return to plank. Round upper back and shoulders, push back, downward facing dog. Looking forward, stepping up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to the heart. Weight into the left leg, raise the right knee. One-legged chair. Breath into the outer right hip. Inhale, lifting up. Right foot placed behind the left, about 1 meter away. Right foot on a 45-degree angle. Stretch the mat with your feet. Left hand to the hip. Micro bend in the left knee, fold forward. Stop halfway. Inhale and exhale, lower down. Either reaching for your block, staying on the inside of the foot, otherwise right hand on top of the left foot. Start to turn that left heel in, right heel out, feet press away. Feel free to go a little deeper if you turn your right shoulder in and float your left arm up. Check the smoothness in your breath. It's your barometer. It will tell you if you've gone too far. Inhale and exhale, lower down. Either staying in your lunge, otherwise crossing left foot in front of the right. Raise the right hand as you turn the body over. Try to push the hips up, tucking the tailbone under. Well done. Return to your plank. Around the upper back and lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale and lower. So we're going to turn over onto your back now. Just take a moment with the knees in the hands. Feel free to rock from side to side. And then lower those feet to the floor. Keep the knees bent. So if you have one block, place it underneath the hips. You might have it on the flat side or turn it to the second height. If you have 2 blocks and it feels okay for your back, stack the blocks both on the flat side underneath the tailbone. Make sure the blocks are comfortable. Hold on to the blocks as best you can. Tuck your shoulders under. And when you're ready, raise both feet to the ceiling. 5 breaths here. Inhaling from the crown of the head to the soles of the feet. Take your intention there. Exhaling from the soles of the feet to the crown of the head. On your next exhalation, bend the knees, lower the feet to the floor, turn the palms to face the ceiling. Option to take chin mudra, index finger and thumbs to connect. Press into those feet, lift the heels and the hips, remove your blocks. Lower down one vertebrae at a time. When you touch down, take the knees in the hands, arms as straight as you inhale, bend the elbows as you exhale. Next time you inhale, just reposition those knees above the hips. Pick up the feet so the shins are parallel to the floor. Place the block in between your thighs. Arms can come out to the side. Inhale. And as you exhale, take the legs 45 degrees to the right. And then inhale back to center. Exhale 45 degrees to the left. Back to center. Same again. Next time the knees come down to the right, take them all the way down to the floor. You can always use your second block if you need. Make sure that your knees are in line with your hips. If you want to go deeper through the upper back, interlace your hands, take them to the back of the head. Either keeping the neck in a neutral position, otherwise very gently move the back of the head to the right, turn the head then to the left. Firm the lower belly, inhale, bring those legs back to center. Exhale, 45 degrees to the left. Inhale, back to center. 45 degrees to the right. Back to center, and all the way over to the left. Once again, either keeping the neck neutral or move the back of the head a little to the left. Turn the head to the right. Firming in the lower belly, bring those legs back to center. Lower the hands down, remove the block, and lower the feet. Let's come into Shavasana, just straightening the legs. You could always place the blocks underneath the knees for support, or just let the legs straighten. Arms by your side, palms to face the ceiling, shoulders to tuck under. You might like to connect index finger and thumbs once again. Relaxing the forehead, letting the eyes roll back. Tongue and jaw are soft. As you drift into Shavasana, be sure to inhale your intention into your spacious body, quiet mind. Take as long as you need to here, yogis. I hope you enjoy the practice. If so, please subscribe to the channel. Have a lovely day. Namaste.